Hello, and welcome to Passion's Supernatural Podcast, the podcast where we discuss what we consider to be the best soap opera, Passions. Now, everybody, every Sunday at 2 p.m., we air exclusively on YouTube to discuss Passions and everything else about the town of Harmony, the magic, you name it, all the beautiful stuff. Hello, I'm Joe Velasquez. Joining me once again is my lovely co-host, Casey Metcalf. What's up, girl?
Nothing much. Just been relaxing all day.
Yeah, just a day to relax and all. Well, we're here today and everything, and wouldn't you know it and everything. Today is actually a great time to do a show before I take off for a week vacation to visit my sister in North Carolina. So yeah, so basically, so here we are recording today, right before I take off tomorrow. That's right, people. I take off on a plane tomorrow, but I ain't going to no Mexico. I'm not going to no Mexico for sure. Just not a very long flight at all, just to North Carolina. So we're all really happy to be here today, and I guess we might as well just get started because Casey and I have actually watched a good number of episodes. We've actually gotten ourselves, pretty packed on information to share with everybody.
Yeah.
So, so yeah, I mean, where we are now, things are kind of emotional, but also sort of starting to get back into place. I mean, it ain't gonna stay that way for long, but wouldn't you say? I mean, things are kind of, you know,
Iffy right now. Yeah.
yeah, I mean, everybody believes that Teresa's dead. I really don't think there's anybody in Harmony that knows that she's alive, which I believe they're trying for and all that. But at the same time, I mean, a few things are starting to kind of tie themselves up a little bit. I mean, as we've seen from what we've watched, they've gotten home from Mexico. That's great. We could finally get back to some light instead of it always being dark out and all. And um, everybody's an emotional wreck. Very depressing timing. Oh, I mean, with them believing that Teresa's dead, but is she?
Nope.
Nope. As we've seen, no, she's not. She's very alive, only she's actually being held. I don't know what the word
By
is.
the
Not ransom, not
government.
hostage. Huh?
By the government. She's held
Yeah,
by the
yeah.
government
By the
people.
government or something. I've never heard of that in my life where they can actually make you pretend that you're dead for your world, for the world and everything. I think I would think that would be illegal for even the government to do that. But I mean, what do I know? Maybe that's real. I don't know. Um, um, Once again, I can't believe this Kay flipping just lied to Miguel, and he never does find out the truth that she saved his ass in Mexico. He never does find out because she just lied to her own fiance. I mean, oh God, man, Kay's able to get away with anything, it seems like. Um,
Yeah.
yep, and oh man,
And trying to get back with Ethan. She wants to have a family with him.
when is that not going on? Gwen has been on that like nuts. That woman needs a freaking, oh God. Somebody
She
needs to,
needs to move on.
and
Yeah.
Rebecca is just plain, oh my God, I swear, I've never heard of a woman so stupid in my life. I mean, I'm like, God, it's almost like she never passed being a kid, not knowing right from wrong. She thinks that what she's doing wrong is right, and what she's doing right is wrong. And every time it's what? I'm like, oh my God, you know what?
Yeah.
She's,
Went into Teresa's room and tried on her clothes and
yeah, oh my God. Oh, I can't
that
stand
dress he had on. Her boobs was hanging out too.
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's all in there. It's all in that cleavage. So, um, yeah. So there's that going on and all that, and little Ethan is actually getting a little bit to do or whatever. It's a little bit or whatever. I mean, now that he knows that his mother is dead and all that, I mean, poor kid. Feel kind of bad for him and all. Um,
Yeah.
yep. Um, and I mean, um, Well, I mean, I think it's actually safe to say that as of right now, Fancy is actually all right again because I mean, it's all thanks to who wouldn't you know it, Sheridan discovering Pretty's plot and what she's been up to and everything. So in a way, Sheridan kind of saved Fancy, maybe not 100%, but in a way. And so now that chip that was up her nose or
Mm.
whatever, it, oh yeah, and we also just got done seeing 2 episodes of A Temporary Fancy played by Chrissy Carlson. Um, I think we can both agree that we want Emily back and everything. Chrissy was good for what she had, but she's no Fancy. She's no
Um,
Fancy Crane. No, she was just good for what they could get. You could totally tell that's a wig and all that. And I mean, she, yeah, she's shorter than Emily Harper and all that. And I mean, I don't know. There's just it's like I told you, I can get used to a lot of the recasts and everything, but there was something about Chrissy Carlson that just, I was like, could they just not find anybody that could play Fancy like at all? They just had to go with some random person or whatever, is what it seemed like.
she
Um,
looked, she looked like a kid to me.
yeah, but in real life, she's actually just a year younger than Emily. So she did
Yeah.
look like a kid, though. You're right. Yeah. Um, but all the same or whatever, I mean, she, you know, um, you know, um, I guess she's all right now. I mean, she's not under control of Pretty's remote control anymore, so Pretty's plot that point has failed, but Pretty's not going to stop. Believe me, Pretty's not going to stop. She's got a lot more coming. You just wait, Casey girl. I mean, Pretty is going to be pretty bad. She's
Yeah.
pretty awful. Do all these. She's going to be doing a lot, but she's going to do some things that are just, oh man, I don't know how in the hell she plans to. I don't know how she plans to ever get Luis when he finds out all this stuff that. I mean, they never do find out that she was the one controlling Fancy all that time. They never do find that out, but they, you know, the other stuff we'll see. But she's gonna, um,
Sheldon is the only one that found out about it,
yeah,
knows about it.
yeah, pretty much, yeah. Sheridan, yeah, she is pretty much the one. You're right, and she doesn't
And
expose it. Yeah.
Pretty said, if you say anything to anyone about this, I'm get Molly taken away again.
Well, no, actually, she just said she didn't say she'd do anything. She didn't go as far as Gwen and Rebecca. She didn't say she would do anything. She just said think about it. That I mean, because she said what Alistair would do or whatever, because Alistair has done a lot of terrible, terrible, terrible things, and she bets that if she bets Alistair will do it. She didn't say she'd do anything. So
Mm.
yeah, hmm take Marty away and all that. Yeah, exactly. Um, 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 um. But because of actually seeing Fancy's craziness or whatever, I mean, my couple Noah and Paloma are back and they're happy. Thank you, God. I mean that's not the end of their drama. There's gonna be some more drama between them, but they're back together and everything and stuff like that. And I hope Paloma means it when she says, I will never doubt you again, because after everything she put him through, I mean, everything trying to get her back, she better mean that. I would be thinking to myself, you better mean that you'll never doubt him again, because I mean, um, but they're cool together again. Um, um, um,
And Louise and Francie's back together
yep,
now
they're
too.
they're back on good situations again. Yeah. Um,
And Ethan's now still not over Teresa's death.
yeah.
And Glenn kept on talking to him, and he kept on glancing over to the picture of him and both together.
Yeah, it seems like Ethan and Pilar are really taking this so hard and everything. I mean, Teresa's not even dead. Yeah. And I don't think it's any, I don't think I'm giving anything away by actually saying, um, I'm not going to speak for everybody else, but I will say for Ethan, until the end, he's going to continue to believe that Teresa's dead. So for a good long time, he's actually going to be pretty down, if you know what I mean, all the way until the end of the series now. He's going to believe that Teresa's dead. I'm not going to tell you how everything ends or whatever, but yeah. Uh, sorry, folks. A little tired here. Um, so yeah, it's, I mean, I think he's trying. I don't think he should even be trying, but he's trying to move on a little bit too fast. He seems like me a little bit. It seems like he, wants to be with somebody that bad or whatever. So he's willing to settle for the evil, if you know what I mean, if he can't have his beloved. And that's, I mean, I'm not saying that I'm like that, but I know how he feels to just want to be with someone.
Mm.
I've never lost a woman I love to death, but I still know how it hurts and everything of how he really, yeah, it's really devastating, whether they've died or whether they just left you.
Or they move away or something. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a real grief-stricken thing. But yeah, Ethan and Pilar are really taking this the hardest, I believe. Um, oh
And
man.
then
Hmm?
Ethan's gonna adopt little Ethan.
Or so he's gonna try. I mean, I can't
Yeah.
remember if he ever does, because it's like I was telling you when we were watching, how? I mean, aren't they gonna find like in the records that he's really little Ethan's father and Ethan doesn't even know it? And again,
Mm.
unless Teresa was able to silence them somehow, like make it so that the biological father doesn't ever find out, or I don't know. I mean, or if she just, money talks, and we all know what walks. I mean, I don't know. I don't know if she did that or not. I mean, she's been trying to tell him for so long and everything, and she's not been able to. And even poor Luis couldn't do it. Um, but unless Teresa managed to shut that up somehow, I'm like wondering, wouldn't he try to adopt? And they say you're his biological father. You don't need to adopt him. Again, I don't know how that stuff
Right.
works. It's just what I would think.
DNA testing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. DNA testing, exactly. I mean, I don't. I mean, again, my own brother's adopted, so I mean, I don't know. Yeah. Um, but I mean, Gwen is just showing more and more and more and more. Gwen is just showing that she's fully aware she is evil. This is not a misunderstanding, if you know what I mean. I can understand that with Sheridan being an antagonist, I can tell her whatever that she doesn't want to do evil, and sometimes she doesn't even know it that she's doing evil. She's just doing anything she can to be with Louise. She is an antagonist, absolutely, but she's not,
Like
the daughter of Satan
killing
or
people.
anything like
Yeah.
that. Yeah, yeah, like you said, exactly. I mean, she even stopped Pretty from having Fancy kill Paloma. I mean, that right there shows that Sheridan is more than likely redeemable. Gwen, no. Everything that Gwen is doing, she's just proving she is evil and knows it because she is not afraid. She doesn't feel the slightest bit guilty. She doesn't feel guilt at all. Sheridan actually does feel a little guilt. I've noticed that as time went on. I mean, when she tried to kill Teresa in the prison and everything for Vincent, I mean, she felt terrible for doing it, and all these things that Sheridan, has done, she feels bad about it. Gwen doesn't. Gwen is doing it and she loves it. And
Yeah. 'Cause
it's interesting that Mackenzie Westmore had actually said back at the time when the show was on, she says, that Sheridan enjoys what she does and everything. That's what Mackenzie Westmore says. She's like Sheridan enjoys doing evil stuff. That little bitch Fancy deserves it.
Mm.
She really had a
Even though they're family,
huh?
even though they're family, they don't act like family.
Yeah, I know. I never heard of a whole thing where it's like, um, like niece and aunts like really at each other. I'm like, man, I could
Mm.
understand if it's like, um, I can understand, um, if it's something like, I can understand if it's something like, um, what's the word? Niece, nephew, son, daughter. I can understand like that, but you've got a niece and an aunt basically at each other wanting to kill each other. It's like, where did
Yeah.
that come from? Um, Excuse me, everybody, just for 1 second. Hang on, I'm very sorry. Um, 1 second, all I'm sorry. Sorry, everybody. My mother just tried to call me, and I'm trying to tell her that I'm on the air. So sorry about that. Ignore that. But Yeah. So I mean, it's just crazy seeing that all going on. I mean, I'm dying to see how. I mean, well, at least I should say I know what's going to happen, but I'm dying for you, Casey, to see like how it all blows over for the two of them. Do they end up
Mm.
killing one another, or do they make up, or what? They've been at
Mm.
this for years. And it's so interesting to actually know that Sheridan was actually an innocent character in the beginning. She actually was unlike the Cranes, but now she is very much just another Crane. She's just doing evil.
Yep. And all of them is in love with the same man too.
It
All
seems like
three of them.
it seems like all these characters, it seems like they're the only people that, there's nobody else out there.
Mm.
Um, I mean, I've said this time and time and time again. I mean, I always root for Teresa, I always say Teresa and Ethan all the way. I'm totally Teresa and Ethan, but it still kind of just really, 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 really shocks me that so many people out there in the world actually do root for Teresa because again, I've said this over and over again that in the very, very beginning, Gwen actually wasn't villainous in the very, very beginning. She was happily with Ethan, um, sort of engaged. I mean, I can't really
Mm.
remember if Ethan ever proposed to her prior or not. I mean, back when Travis was on or whatever. And then Teresa just swoops right on in and steals Ethan away from Gwen, and everybody praises Teresa like she's saint and everything. I mean, doesn't people remember? Gwen was doing quite well with Ethan and never did anything wrong. Teresa stole her man. I mean, it's different. It's different with it's different with Sheridan and Luis because
That
Sheridan married um two other guys. I mean, she married
yeah.
Antonio and married Chris. And when Luis found out that Sheridan had moved on, he moved on. So that was different. Whereas Ethan and Gwen and Teresa was a big love triangle, and Ethan kind of just cheated on Gwen to be with Teresa and all that stuff. So, no, no, Teresa is definitely the one, but it just shocks me of how many people root for her after what she did. I mean, you got to remember when she was
Mm.
just like what, an 18-year-old, she was
Yep.
freaking stalking Ethan in a way, sort of reading magazines and doing all that stuff
Have
that,
that fantasy.
had him all over her
Yeah.
room and dreaming about him. I mean, she was almost, like I said, she was practically almost obsessed with him or whatever. I mean, again, I don't like it how they went about it, but people like Pilar and Luis, they were all saying he is with Gwen. You need to find someone else. I mean, I don't like the way Luis was saying, like, I'm not going to let you be with a Crane like, shut up, dude. Who the hell are you? I mean, Ethan, you may be here, you may be her big brother, but she is an adult. What are you gonna do? Arrest her to keep her away from somebody she's in love with? I mean, she's got to do a crime. You can't do anything to her. So I didn't like how Luis was in the beginning. I love him now, but in the beginning, I thought he was going to turn out to be some kind of an antagonist, but no, he was just overprotective, and so in a bad way. Um,
And
so
trying to
yeah,
be the dad and
yeah, there are a lot
just,
of people out there like that. There are a lot of people out there that, a lot of guys out there that think when their father died, they're the oldest, so they think that it's their job to be the father figure and look after the family. I mean, he really felt like it was his job to find Teresa a job and get Miguel a job and um protect the town and everything. And I mean, come on, it's just like in the very, very, very first episode when he almost arrested Ethan and Gwen for putting a fire on the beach. He wanted to arrest them. Well, it's like
yeah,
Sam said, Luis knows it very, very well that had it been anybody else, he would have let them off with a warning. But because Ethan is a crane was a crane, he was willing to arrest. So in a way, he was abusive with power. He really felt that he was everything. So,
yeah,
like I said, I like the guy now. He's actually a really, really good brother now. But back then, I despised him.
yeah, yeah. It was being controlling and stuff
I
back
hate
then.
characters like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's very good now. I mean, he's always trying to do what's best. Whereas back then, he was just more about, it goes my way.
Or no way at all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. And man, what else has been going on? I mean,
Demon elf came back.
right.
Yeah.
As we discussed our last episode, yes, he's back and he's even more evil than he was before. I get a feeling that it's all joking aside and everything. No, no more games, no more. He wants evil. He wants hell. He wants death. Um, no more sense of humor about it all, which was again how Danny Woodburn actually explained. He said that he wanted to have a little fun if he was going to play this character. He's not into playing those, you know, spawns of Satan kind of characters, and he wanted to have fun. So he added in that hee hee, kind of stuff and everything with the character. But I
Mm.
think all that sense of humor stuff might be a little bit over with. He wants death. He wants to cause hell to Harmony. It's crazy though that he it's crazy though or whatever that he's so what's the word that it seems like Harmony is the only place he's attacking. I'm surprised that he didn't like join the boys to Mexico or something and try to cause havoc there as well. I mean, he could have seen Juanita and actually like said, "Hey, I'm going to help you out, girlie," or something. I mean, no, he can't. She can't see him, but he could you know, try and
Or
help
spells on the
her.
message.
It just seems like he's only after the people of Harmony. Like, seriously?
Mm.
And by the looks of it, come the next episode, Endora's going to be back finally. We haven't seen her for a long time.
Well,
Um,
she took a
yeah.
little break.
What's that?
She took a little break for a
Yeah.
while.
And like I said, I can't help but just think to myself because of child labor laws and kids can only work a certain number of hours a day. That's usually why when it comes to like babies, they use twins and stuff like that because of certain how many hours. I get a feeling because Nicole Cox as Endora was such a very, very, very prominent and important character to the show. I think to myself that they probably, ever since they brought her back, they gave her some time and then they said, you know what? We got to give her some time off and everything. If we continue to use her too much, we're going to have a hard time writing for her because of the hours that she's allowed to work and there's pay, they got to pay her and all that stuff. So that might
Mm.
be a reason why, they just gave her a little time off. And I'm not going to tell you what happens, but way later, if you know, like way later, there's going to be I don't even know what month or whatever, but way later, there's actually going to be a time where something is going to happen to Endora where I really know that it was mainly done to give Nicole a time off. I get it, but I'm not going to tell you what happens, but I think you're going to like it. And I like this a little bit better than her just disappearing for a time and everything. So, um,
Mm.
yeah, so I mean, yeah, Indora's gonna get some stuff to do, don't you worry. I just get a big feeling that it's got to do with those child labor laws.
That's a good thing. She don't have to study and we trying to remember her lines
Yeah,
over and over.
I don't know exactly how old she was. I think the character is supposed to be like 3, but I don't know how old Nicole Cox was. And I mean, there's no way that she could, memorize all that stuff. So yeah, she's got that little talk bubble as her way of communication. It's so cute.
Yeah.
She's a great character. And it's like I've said before, whenever we talk about what would it be like if Passions were to come back, would they because Endora was so iconic and everything, like literally so iconic as that adorable little girl, would they keep her as a little girl or would they age her? I mean, you got to remember she's a witch as well. So witches can actually keep themselves young forever or let themselves go. I mean, and you got to remember Tabitha's 300 years old and everything. So she's
Mhm.
300 years old, but she still looks very, very, very good. No, that stuff. So um,
Yeah.
yeah, so I mean, I tell you, it seems so very, very much the way Juliet Mills plays Tabitha. She reminds me so very, very, very much of like the kind of characters that my grandmother, my Gani, used to like. She liked a lot of characters of the way Juliet Mills plays Tabitha, and it really takes me back. I remember trying to show my Gani a few episodes of Passions. We didn't get very far. We really didn't. I think we only made it for like 3 episodes or something, but she did get to see Tabitha. Once I told her that Juliet Mills is the daughter of the late Sir John Mills, who my Gani knew very, very well. Sir John Mills. He's no longer with us, but I know him from only one thing, but he was a legend. He was a legend and everything, a very, very talented actor. And here, Juliet Mills, along with, you might know Juliet Mills' sister, Haley Mills. You might know her. Um, you might know Haley Mills. But yeah, that's the Mills family. They really have like this
Is her sister an actress too
Haley Mills?
or
Yeah.
something?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what I'm trying to say. You might know her if you've seen not the remake, but if you saw the original Parent Trap. That's Haley Mills. The twins from the
Oh,
original Parent Trap. Yeah, not the one with Lindsay Lohan, the one before that.
no. Yeah, the old one. Yeah.
Oh, well, that's shocking. I grew up with the one with Haley Mills before Lindsay Lohan was ever famous. So, I
Mm.
thought, I mean, they're both great. I prefer the new one with Lindsay Lohan, but I grew up with Haley Mills. So, um, but all the same, I mean, yeah, Juliet and Haley, I mean, and their father, stuff like that and everything. Mills family really, but like I said, just the kind of things that Tabitha says and everything. It's those are the things that my Gani was just bound to get a cackle out of, if you know what I mean. My Gani liked those kind of characters, and I wish that she was still around to see more of Passions with me to actually, she'd really come to adore Tabitha. I just know it, and we only saw so little together.
And then we watched the episode on March 5th, which was would have been my 22nd birthday. Was my 22nd birthday at the time.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Man, if only people were still around to see the soap or if the soap was still going or like I said, I get a very, very big feeling. I don't know, maybe I could be wrong. I don't know with the way soaps are going and everything. I don't know. But there's just something that just tells me that even if Passions was to keep going, I don't think it would be still going today. I think that even if it lasted longer than 9 seasons, I really don't think that it would have, made it all the way to 2025. Something just tells me. I don't know what it is, but yeah. Um, but I don't know, maybe. I mean, look at Days of Our Lives. It's still going.
Yep.
General Hospital, Young and the Restless, they're all still going. And they've been around. I think I think I think
Since
Days of Our Lives is the um longest running soap opera still airing. I think you'll be interested to hear this one. Um I think I would have to ask my very, very good friend, but a friend of mine actually said that I believe she said, and don't quote me on this, but I'm pretty sure she said that Guiding Light was the longest running soap opera ever. Days is just the longest running soap still airing. So, I would have to ask her if that's correct, but I'm pretty sure she said that.
it
So,
probably was. I
yeah,
think Days of Life started in the 60s, I think.
could have, could have. I
Yep.
mean, I wasn't born until, 88, and I mean, and you got to also remember that Passions and Days of Our Lives were created by the same man, so James E. Riley.
Mm.
So, um, um, I mean, the guy died shortly after Passions ended. So now Days of Our Lives used to have a little bit of campiness to it, but not as much as Passions. Passions was all about campy, but Days had a little campiness. I mean, it used to have those moments where the characters would break out into song and all that stuff, and they'd have a musical parodies. They used to have moments like that, and they're not recently, but I don't know, maybe like about a year or something like that ago, They actually did have what's the word? They did actually have those moments where like, characters would actually be in heaven looking down and all that stuff. I mean, that kind of campiness and everything, and like what it's like when a character goes to heaven and has to get through the pearly gates, and that's campy and something. That was like what, like a year or something ago? I can't remember. I remember saying to my friend, I said, since when did Days of Our Lives get so freaking campy? And then she goes, you're one to talk for someone who loves Passions. And then I said, yeah, I know, but while Passions was always just light and eerie and stuff like that, only have an occasional dark moment, I thought Days was just getting darker. And she goes, oh no, no, Days has got its campy moments too, and all that. But like I said, Passions was all campy. Days kind of comes and goes when it comes to campy. It doesn't have musical numbers anymore. They don't even have on the next Days of Our Lives anymore like they used to. They don't have that anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah. Um
Yeah, I watched a couple of Days of a Life on Peacock. So
I still got to watch today's episode. Um
yeah, I have to get my pay tomorrow. So
you and I should watch some episodes together. You'd
yep.
probably you'd probably get me to sit through the full thing. My friend usually gets ticked at me, but I usually fast forward through to the good stuff. You'll be watching
Mm,
it with you. You'd probably get me to watch it from beginning to end without stopping. My friend gets
mm,
ticked at me for that.
mm.
There's just something about Days I just can't. I don't know. It's unlike Passions where I want to watch every minute. Days just kind of like I said, it's not as campy as Passions was. So things there's a lot of things that I just I just want to skip to the good stuff. The good characters, the good moments, what's going on? Is there a romance moment going on?
And some entertaining or
Hmm.
yep.
I have to ask my friend how much longer because she seems to know more than I do. But I um I think not much longer. And the actor that plays Chad on Days of Our Lives, Billy Flynn, he's gonna be going soon. He's right now on Young and the Restless and everything, and he's again since Days films months in advance, he's been able to be on both. The Billy has already left the show already, but he's still appearing because they filmed months ago in advance. But he's now on Young and the Restless, so it ain't gonna be much longer, and he'll be leaving Days, and Chad's gonna be recast. But wouldn't you know it, he left to go be on Young and the Restless. Well, if I understand correctly, somebody from Young and the Restless is taking over as Chad.
Hmm.
It's like they switched places. um, I'm a little nervous. I love Billy. I think I just loved Billy as Chad since he took over the role, and I'm a little nervous. I'm like, ugh, I hope he does as good job as Billy does. I mean, what the heck? I mean, again, I fell madly in love with Blair Redford playing Miguel, and everything. My ex-girlfriend, when her and I were checking it out, and we saw when Endora and Miguel came back, she much preferred Adrian over Blair. But I mean, if I could do that and everything, I mean, and there's been a lot of that recasts on Days that I've liked better than the originals. So I seem to have this thing to where I like a lot of the recasts that the majority of the world hates. I mean, I love Blair Redford as Miguel on Days. I love when Guy Wilson played the character of Will, but everybody else hated him. They all wanted the other Will back, Chandler Massey. I liked Guy better, but most people didn't. I seem to really have that issue, if you know what I mean. I seem to like what the majority of the world hates. Um, and oh yeah, we didn't mention or whatever. I forgot about this. We didn't mention I think that this is a little bit I think this is becoming a little bit obvious. It's I mean, I expected something different, but I we forgot to mention. I mean, now seeing Vicky back on the role and all that stuff, and with Esme back
And
with Julian,
Esme still trying to get with back with Julian.
yeah,
Yeah.
God, that's so gross. I'm sorry. It just he looks like
Yeah.
too old for her. I swear to God. But I mean, it's just I really, 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 really think that they were just being way too hard on Vicky. I really do. Here I was expecting that Vicky becoming this murderer. I was expecting maybe like it was just all a big misunderstanding. I thought maybe she just thought that they would send her away to boarding school or something like that or whatever. But I would think to myself that they would when they all find out what Vicky's been up to, they would be like, Vicky, we would never do that. If you don't want to go to boarding school, you don't have to. Of course not. I mean, you're my niece. I love you. It doesn't matter what man comes into my life. I am not going to let you be taken away from me. But no, I mean, here comes Esme actually saying, and you're going to boarding school. I'm like, oh my God, that is just that is coming
Yeah.
down way too hard. That's just proving that everything Vicky is doing, she's been right.
Mm.
Like that is just way too harsh. Way too harsh.
Yeah, making Vicky mad now. She
Yeah,
wants to
she's gonna get a
get
lot
with
more to do
Julian.
too, believe me. Yeah, she's actually gonna get bigger as a villain. It shouldn't be much longer, and Vincent will probably be giving birth. Just think Vincent giving birth. Oh man, that usually would sound so wrong. Um, that probably
To
won't.
his dad's kid.
Mm-hmm. Like I said, this is some crazy, messed up storylines. I mean, soap operas are known for crazy, but that is just, oh man, what were these people thinking? This is just bizarre. I can't blame Eve for wanting to drink.
Right?
Yeah. Um, yeah, so I mean, um, a lot of people actually, like I said, the final season was actually most people's least favorite, whereas it was my favorite. but most people didn't like the final season. People said it was a real mess come the end. A lot of people wanted it to go back to the way it was, you know, long ago and everything and stuff like that. And I told you, I found that YouTube account that um that it's a Passions YouTube account. It's only got 4 videos on it, and 3 of them are all of Chrissy Carlson as Fancy. And I started looking at some of the comments, and almost all of them are from so many years ago. And some people are just saying, why in the world are they constantly recasting people instead of just keeping the originals on? I'm the one that kind of had to go step in there, and even though those comments were made years ago, I'm the one that stepped in and I said, you guys obviously don't get it, do you? It's not 100% up to them whether or not they recast. I mean, yes, they can choose to recast if they want to, but they can't help it if an actor's sick, or if somebody doesn't want to renew their contract and they want to go do something else, but the character is too important. They have no choice but to recast. Seriously, people. And then I start saying, guys, Chrissy Carlson was only there temporarily. Emily came back, and people still obviously just don't get it. Yeah, people just don't
Right.
get it. That's just not how, that's just how the TV and the film world works. There has been a lot of times and everything where they have had to, you know,
I
re
mean, like, you can't go into work being sick,
yep.
have the flu, you know.
I mean, I don't know if anybody read what I said, but I even said you have to remember Eric Martzoff is a freaking recast, and I think he's better as Ethan than Travis. And I'm sure a lot of people agree with me. And so I you got to give new people a chance.
Yep.
Yeah, so I mean, like that and everything. Yeah, I mean, people just don't. You're right. They can't help it if somebody is sick and everything, especially if they have like flu or they're throwing up or something, or if they have cancer. And not to mention, think about it. If an actor dies, usually they don't usually recast when an actor dies, but I think with Passions, with Alistair, they had no choice but to. I mean, David Bailey was still filming when he died, when he drowned in his swimming pool. They had no choice but to recast. I don't think they usually do that, though. I don't think usually when an actor dies, the character just does not return usually. I mean, it really just depends. I mean, usually I don't know how that stuff works, but I mean,
One,
Look at Days of Our Lives for an example. I mean, Stefano and everything, who's kind of the Alistair of Salem or whatever. I
yeah,
mean, he was killed off before the actor did. Yeah, and just recently, um, Drake, what's his name, who plays John on Days of Our Lives, he died, and his character was still on there, but they were actually they knew about his health. They knew about his health, and they killed off the character, knowing that the actor was not well, so they killed him off in case the actor passed away, and he did. So it really just depends. And I guess they were kind of lucky with poor Timmy. I mean, the character died and the actor died on the same day his character did. So I guess they just got lucky that they ended the character's storyline on the same day that the actor passed.
yep.
Yeah.
And he was only 21 at the time when he
Well, actually,
died.
actually, no, it was 20.
Oh, 20, yeah.
Yeah, Juliet Mills said that.
Mm,
Mhm. Yeah,
mm.
poor guy. Yeah. So, but I
I hate
mean,
when people, I
hmm,
hate when people don't have a long life to live,
yeah,
very long.
I'm surprised a lot of those munchkins from The Wizard of Oz lasted as long as they did. I mean, come on, the very last surviving little person was one of the Lollipop Guild, Jerry Marin. Yeah, so I mean, we got some stuff coming, guys. We got some stuff. I mean, Casey and I, we're gonna we're gonna watch, and we're gonna, we're gonna fill you guys all in on stuff for this final season and all. And
And
but hey, you know what? You know what? Our time is up. Yep, that's it. My alarm just went off just this very second. What a perfect timing. Yeah, so everybody, hate to see this end for the night, but everyone, thank you all for coming, joining us. Glad you could be here. And we enjoy all of your, all of your viewings and all of you helping us keep Harmony alive. It may not be on TV anymore, but we're doing everything we can to keep it going. But in the meantime or whatnot, again, as always, for all of you new viewers out there who are just for watching for the first time, please, if you are a big Passions fan and you really miss it, watched it a lot at when it was on, and if you would like to actually appear on our show, please, by all means, comment in the comment section below and just tell us your name, social media that you have. One of the two of us will reach out to you. We will be watching, and one of us will reach out to you, and we would love to have you on the show. And we are also still trying. We're trying very hard to get guests. We're on it. I mean, Casey's trying with Eva Tamargo. I'm trying with Dylan Fergus. And there are many, many, many others out there that we're going to keep on trying. There's a lot that we can't get because they're sadly no longer with us, or they're too hard to get. But we're going to keep at it, you guys. We're not going to let you down. And we'll probably have more guests, but it's probably going to be a while. But, I mean, please, if any of you all out there know these Passions actors and can reach out to them for us, please help us. Just please let them know that we run a podcast here and we need them. We need them. So, but I guess there's really not much else to say there. But just keep on watching every Sunday, 2 p.m. Eastern, right on YouTube. We're free. You don't have to pay a dime. You don't have to pay a dime. It's not like you have to subscribe to DirecTV. Just subscribe to our channel if you want updates. And I mean, Casey and I, we're always here. We're always here, right here. So just to keep Passions alive and everything. But until we get back here, I'm Joe Velasquez.
I'm Casey Metcalf.
And until we meet again, remember, you are our passion for life. That's right. You are our passion for life. That's right. All right. Thank you all. Thank you. Have a good night, people. I can't wait to see you all next Sunday.